Imagine with me that the United States government has just called you, and they say, hey, we need some support. We need you, the world's greatest engineer, to help us create a fail-safe system in the Situation Room for our nuclear department. It's way too risky. We need some more stopgaps to make it not so easy to shoot off a nuclear missile. And then they send a private jet to pick you up. They fly you all the way to Washington. They bring you in the room. They go, all right, you're the world's greatest. What should we do? Here's what you wouldn't do. You wouldn't say, well, let's put a big red button right in the middle of the room that anyone could bump into or touch, launch a nuke, and start World War III. No. You're the world's greatest, remember? You would put systems in place to keep a nuclear missile from going off by accident. You'd have nuclear codes and launch sequences. You'd have keys that multiple people had access to. Facial recognition, fingerprints, the whole thing. There'd be a whole system in place. That much power, that much destruction, you wouldn't be fast and loose with that. When working with addicts around the idea of a relapse, so often do I hear folks talk about a relapse being like a big red button that they just bumped into. And I get real curious. When a relapse happens, I start to work backwards. What happened right before the relapse? What happened before you bumped into the big red button? Well, I was on my way home from work. I just worked a 12-hour day. It was my fourth 12-hour day in a row. I didn't sleep well the night before. I had a few drinks before I went to bed. In fact, I've been doing that quite a bit lately. Well, it's doing it for good reason. I'm coping with the fact that my partner and I are getting in fights all the time. I ask about recovery. Yeah, I'm still working a program. Well, I haven't really been to a meeting in 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I miss a couple calls with my sponsor. Yeah, I haven't been calling other fellows in the program. I do some readings once or twice a week. Prayer, meditation, same. 5 minutes a day, maybe. Yeah, I missed a session with you last week. They didn't just bump into a button that shot off a nuclear missile. The relapse didn't come out of nowhere and bite them. Relapse, sure, it's part of the recovery journey, but it doesn't have to be. And if a relapse is coming, I want you to be able to see it coming. What are the keys and the buttons and the launch sequences and the nuclear codes that are leading to a nuclear bomb going off in your life? What are the things leading up to a relapse? We have a tool on our website that you have free access to. It's called a Countdown to Relapse tool. It's a 1-page. If you've recently relapsed, I want you to use this tool and work backwards. What are the steps that led up to you relapsing? And if you feel like you're in danger of relapsing, this tool will externalize your experience. You'll be able to put it down on paper and see it. And here's the kicker. You need to talk to someone else about it. It can't just be in your head. And I promise you this, that other person is not your partner. Talk to a therapist, talk to a sponsor, talk to someone else in your recovery program. You cannot do this alone. Keep going. Keep doing the next right thing. I'm going to put a link in the description for an instructional video on how to use the Countdown to Relapse tool. If this video was helpful for you, do all the YouTube things. Like, subscribe, watch more. This resource library exists just for you, to support you through this healing journey. If you'd like to work with me or a therapist or coach like me on healing from compulsive sexual behavior, healing from betrayal trauma, or healing your relationship after an intimate partner betrayal, please come visit us at newpathsexaddiction.com. You can heal these wounds, but you cannot do it alone. I hope to see you there.